Welcome to this powerful meditation for tapping into the innate healing wisdom of the body, breath, and awareness. This somatic meditation has its foundation in classical tantric practices of knowing through direct experience in the body. This is different than the conceptual knowing of the thinking mind because it's an embodied experience of knowing that allows for the possibility of immediate healing and transformation of trauma, wounding, and unresolved experiences. This practice is one that you can and likely will need to do on a regular basis, maybe a few times a week at first. And then later you can return to it whenever you have the sense or feeling that you have unprocessed or undigested events that need to be tended to. I'll lead you slowly through this practice, which is necessary when you're first learning it. But as you become familiar with it, you'll be able to do it on your own, at your own pace, which may be a bit quicker at times and much slower at other times, just depending on the intensity of the events that you're working with. Finally, you can do this meditation either lying down or sitting up. If you're lying down, you'll want to be sure that you're comfortable, preferably lying on a yoga mat or a rug so that the surface underneath you isn't too uncomfortable. You can support your head with a pillow, and your feet should be flat on the floor, slightly wider than hips width apart, with your knees bent so that you can allow your knees to drop towards each other so that they're comfortably resting in such a way as to take pressure off of your lower back. You can place your hands on the floor, palms faced up, or on your belly, palms face down. If you wish to do this practice sitting up, be sure you're able to sit comfortably with your back supported, feet flat on the ground, and hands resting in your lap. So let's begin by closing your eyes and getting settled. And as you get settled, just beginning to notice all the different places where your body touches the surface underneath you. And allowing yourself to feel the support of the surface underneath you, allowing yourself to receive this support. And now bringing your attention to your breath without trying to control your breath, just noticing where it goes as you breathe in and where it goes as you breathe out. And just allowing your breath to be the bridge between your outer world and your inner world. With each breath, drawing a little closer into your inner world and into that place where everything that you've ever known or sensed or felt or imagined or dreamed or experienced is recorded. And just knowing that you're here today to connect more deeply with the healing wisdom of your body, to gain awareness of all the different places in the body that are holding on to tension, tightness, and stress, but also to gain awareness of all the ways in which old hurt, trauma, and wounding are stuck energetically in the body, and to begin to heal and restore those places so that you can show up in your life free of these burdens with more clarity, confidence, and compassion for yourself as well as others. And just knowing that as you move deeper and deeper into this meditation, you'll gain access to a natural process and pathway for release and relaxation, and that you'll be able to do this while remaining fully aware and alert. Now, begin by placing your awareness into the feet. Feeling the sensations in the feet when you place your awareness there. And noticing any tension or tightness that you might be experiencing as you use your awareness to scan every part of both feet, of both your left and your right foot. Bringing awareness to the bottom of your feet, as well as the top of your feet. Your toes, each one of them. As well as the arches of your feet. And the heels of your feet. And maybe noticing any differences in sensation between your left and your right foot. Maybe one foot has more sensations in it for whatever reason than the other. And just allowing and trusting whatever arises to be there. Now imagine that you can begin to breathe through your feet. That you're actually pulling the breath in through the full foot, your left foot and your right foot. And just breathing with your feet. Feeling the inhale come in through the entire foot. And the exhale to pass through the entire foot as well. And you may notice that as you draw the breath in this way, that it increases your awareness. And that as you increase your awareness, the sensations that you experience also increase. So just allowing yourself to draw the breath in and through any sensations that you're feeling in your left foot and your right foot. And as you do, allow your feet to completely relax. And each time you draw the breath in, and thereby drawing your attention into the foot, notice any tension, tightness, or contractions that are being held here in either foot, and continue to breathe through the feet, pulling the breath into those places. And every time you naturally exhale, allow those places, those sensations to relax more and more. Now each time you inhale your breath, allow your awareness to simultaneously act like a spotlight, shining into the whole of your foot, to the whole interior of your foot, bringing light to those places in your left foot and your right foot that have been holding and clutching, or that have been resisting, letting go and relaxing. Perhaps noticing any unresolved experiences or traumas that are residing here in your feet. And just continue to breathe into those places, allowing the breath and your awareness to move directly into these places that are holding on to this trauma, to these unresolved experiences and emotions. And then with each exhale, just letting it dissolve, letting it all melt away. With each breath, softening the intensity of the sensation, letting it go. Good. Now begin to bring your awareness up into your ankle and your lower leg as you simultaneously continue to breathe through your feet. You're now also breathing through your ankles and your lower legs, your calves, your shins, and noticing any sensations in these areas, in the ankles and lower legs, allowing each breath to increase your awareness in this area of the body. And as you increase your awareness in this area, it's as if that awareness is shining a spotlight directly into those places that are holding on to tension and tightness that's been caused by old traumas or unresolved experiences. And just trusting whatever is showing up, knowing that it's safe to move deeper and deeper into this process. Perhaps noticing how you don't even need to think or process anything with your mind, because you're accessing a place that's beyond conceptual understanding. You're fully present right now with these sensations. So just allowing the breath and your awareness to continue to gently move closer and closer into these sensations, and knowing that it's safe to do so, and that you can move even closer into these sensations than you might normally allow yourself to. And that as you do, you can sense and feel these unresolved experiences beginning to melt away with each exhale. Good. So now moving your awareness up to your knees as you simultaneously continue to breathe through your feet feet and your ankles and your lower legs. You're also now breathing through your knees. With each breath, allowing your awareness to move deeper and deeper into the knees as you scan this very complex joint. And just noticing how your knees hold a lot of history in them, don't they? There might be injuries or aches or pains or memories or insecurities. What history do your knees hold for you? Just trusting whatever arises. And perhaps moving closer into these experiences which are held as sensations in the knees, and allow this spotlight of awareness to shine into these experiences. With each exhale, sense and feel these unresolved experiences beginning to dissolve and melt away. Now continue to move the breath and your awareness upward into your upper legs, your hamstrings and thighs, as again you continue to simultaneously breathe through your feet and ankles, your lower legs and knees. You're now also breathing through your upper legs. And shining the spotlight of your awareness deep into every part of your upper legs, scanning the length of your upper legs, the width of your upper legs, the depth of every part of your upper legs, noticing once again what stories, what history, what memories are you holding here energetically? What pain as well as what pleasure is being held here? What triumphs and tragedies are appearing to you right now as energetic sensations, just trusting whatever is appearing to you right now. And breathing into all of these sensations, sensing and feeling that with each exhale they're dissolving, they're being resolved and released. Good, so let's continue to move your breath and awareness upward now into your pelvic floor, the entire region of your genitals and perineum and anus, as well as the psoas muscles and lower abdomen. Breathing in through this entire area, and knowing that this area holds quite a bit of history, but that it's safe to shine the light of awareness into any tension, tightness, contractions, or other sensations that you might be experiencing here. Allow the breath and your awareness to be a gentle salve to these sensations. With each exhale, tenderly melting away these sensations. And just knowing that you can trust that this is a natural healing process that's inherent to your being. That you're restoring all aspects of your physical, mental, and emotional being, bringing all past histories to full completion, resolving them and letting them go now with each exhale. Good. So now moving your breath and your awareness into your entire torso, your belly and chest, as well as your lower back, your mid back and upper back and shoulders. So now you're simultaneously breathing through your feet and ankles, your lower legs and knees, your upper legs and pelvic floor, as well as your torso now. And once again, as you bring your breath and awareness into the torso, notice all the unresolved stories that are arising, both painful and pleasurable, that are expressed as sensations in this area. And trusting whatever shows up, knowing that what shows up is exactly as it's supposed to be. And breathing into these sensations, allowing your awareness to shine its healing light, penetrating these sensations with deep compassion, love, and tenderness. And with each exhale, these unresolved experiences come to completion. They're resolved and they're let go. So just allowing the breath and the awareness now to move into the entire length of your arms and hands. Letting this entire process become a process of discovery and healing as your awareness now shines its light into these areas so that you can sense what's present. Trusting what's arising, knowing that it's safe to move closer towards the sensations throughout your body, but especially those sensations that are arising right now in your arms and hands. What history resides here? What pain resides here? What pleasure resides here? Breathing through your arms and hands, as well as every other part of your body, and feeling that with each exhale, all of these unresolved stories are being dissolved and released. Noticing how more and more you're relaxing into pure awareness, pure presence. And now finally allowing the breath and your awareness to encompass your neck and face along with the rest of your body. Once again, noticing what unresolved experiences live in the neck, in the face, in the head. Trusting whatever arises for you right now. Allowing your awareness to shine its light on these experiences which are felt as sensations, knowing that you can trust this healing process and that it's safe to do so. And just feeling with each exhale that your awareness is gently, tenderly resolving and releasing it all. Now breathing in through the entire body, from the soles of the feet all the way up to the crown of the head. Sense, feel, and imagine the breath and your awareness moving throughout the body from toe to head, and that any remaining history, any remaining unresolved experiences that are ready to be healed right now are allowed to be healed. They're given full permission to arise and be sensed by your awareness. Knowing that it's safe to trust this process and that all of these experiences, both painful and pleasurable, are allowed to be resolved and released with each exhale. Giving yourself permission to let go of all past regrets, shame, guilt, blame, hurt, anger, sorrow, frustration or despair, or whatever else is arising for you right now. Knowing that by shining the light of awareness onto and into these experiences, a deep and profound healing is taking place, restoring you back to your inherent wholeness. Good. So now just noticing and sensing how the body actually feels more like a vast cloud of sensations than a solid form. Notice how you almost can't even feel any borders to your body. It's as if you can't tell where the body begins and where it ends. Instead, it's more like a territory of different sensations that represent different experiences. And there are just so many experiences held simultaneously in this territory. And just letting your breath move on its own accord now as you begin to move your awareness away from all of these sensations, all of these experiences, and directly into this field of awareness that's holding all of it. Becoming more aware of this field of awareness than you are of the sensations that are arising and subsiding in this field. Moving closer and closer into this field of awareness. Noticing that as you do, you actually lose a sense of where the body actually is. You'll also notice that this field of awareness has a particular quality to it. It's a quality of pure presence that underlies everything. It's the ground from which all these sensations appear. It's also the ground to which all these sensations subside. And even while all these experiences and sensations arise and subside within this field of awareness, this field itself remains unharmed, untouched, fully intact and whole, completely undisturbed. Just allow yourself to rest here for a moment. This is your essence nature. This is what you are. Pure awareness, pure consciousness. And every experience arises here and is held here until it's resolved and released back into this field. So feel your inherent wholeness. You are this field. You are and always have been complete and whole. And this practice is one in which you're gradually releasing the tight grip of the psyche, the ego, which wants to cling to old traumas and stories, both your tragedies and your triumphs. And it does that by storing them in and as sensations in what you call body. But when you see all these stories for what they really are, through direct experience, just a territory of sensations, you can use this power of awareness to resolve and release them. And when you do, something amazing happens. Your inherent wholeness is revealed to you as you. And you're forever freed of burdens, forever fulfilled by this inherent power of awareness. you.